we're looking forward to the spring of 2020.
The Indiana Fever just made a move that has the entire WNBA buzzing. And honestly, it's impossible to ignore. A massive $78 million, three-story, state-of-the-art training facility right in downtown Indianapolis. And this isn't just some basic upgrade. This is a loud statement to the entire league that something big is coming. The Fever are leveling up in a serious way and making sure everyone feels it. So now the real question is, does this move actually push them closer to a championship drop? Your thoughts in the comments below.
Just broke ground our new practice facility. Isn't it it is going to be amazing. It is going to be amazing. That was super exciting for everyone. I mean, it's a great opportunity. We're all smiling.
Man, you cheesing real hard.
This
and that nice Fever essentials.
Life is good.
I see
Life
you.
is good.
I see you.
It's exciting though. I think just having our own facility right across the way with everything in there. I mean, there's everything, full service kitchen, podcast studio, hair and nails. What? You don't have to leave.
Wait, you said podcast
studio?
Yo,
so maybe my background will be a little different.
Or maybe you could invite me to do a post-move show. Wow.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Okay, you're going to keep
that's on me.
Practice facility all to yourself. Okay.
That's on me.
Not too long ago, the Indiana Fever were pulling in just over 4,000 fans a game, barely enough to fill a high school gym, while the team was stuck in a 7-year playoff drought that had people questioning its relevance, and the training environment reflected that same level, far from elite. But fast forward to today, and everything has changed. The Fever have unveiled plans for the Indiana Fever Sports Performance Center, a 108,000 square foot, three-story complex already being labeled the most advanced in the WNBA, backed by a $78 million investment, and set to open before the 2027 season in downtown Indianapolis near Gainbridge Fieldhouse, home of both the Fever and the Indiana Pacers. And now the real question is how a team that once struggled for attention is suddenly building a facility at this level. We'll get into that. But first, let's take a closer look at what's actually inside, because this goes way beyond a standard gym, starting with the courts themselves. The facility is set to include dual practice courts described as light-filled, which might sound simple at first, but really says everything about the vision. This is a space built around players getting premium treatment at every level, not leftovers or makeshift setups. 2 full courts with real lighting and real space, something that already puts the Indiana Fever ahead of what many teams have dealt with for years. And then you get into the recovery side of things, which goes way beyond a basic setup. We're talking a full suite with sauna, massage rooms, and dedicated treatment areas. Because recovery isn't optional in pro sports. It's half the game. Players who recover better perform better, simple as that. Yet for a long time in the WNBA, this part was overlooked, and the Fever are clearly changing that. The locker room takes it even further with a luxury design and a private lounge. And sure, some people might question that, but when you look at how long NBA players have had top-tier locker rooms, it really shouldn't even be a debate in 2026. This is about matching standards, not exceeding them. And the Fever are making it clear their players deserve that level. On top of that, there's a chef-driven nutrition program built right into the facility. Not basic meals or occasional catering, but a full system tailored to professional athletes. Because at this level, food is fuel, and personalized fuel is a real competitive edge. And it's obvious the Fever understand exactly what that means. Now here's where things really start to stand out, because this facility goes beyond performance and steps into what some people call lifestyle amenities. There's a full content production studio inside the building, along with a nail, hair, and makeup salon, plus dedicated childcare spaces, and all of this actually matters more than people think. The studio in particular is a smart move from a business perspective, because a big part of the WNBA's recent growth has come from players building their own brands and creating content. So giving them a professional setup right inside their training environment isn't just about social media. It's about fueling the league's entire visibility and growth cycle. Better content leads to more attention, which brings more money and more investment. And the Indiana Fever are clearly leaning into that. The salon has sparked some debate, but it really shouldn't. Players already spend hours managing their appearance for games, media, and public events. So having those services on-site simply saves time, reduces stress, and shows that they're valued as complete individuals, not just athletes. And then there's the childcare spaces, which might be the most underrated feature of all, because many WNBA players are mothers or will be during their careers, and the lack of proper support in this area has always been a real challenge in women's sports. So by building this in from day one, the Fever aren't just adding convenience, they're making a statement about what real support for players should look like. Moving deeper into the building, there's an area known as the Hub, a central space built to highlight team culture and history, trophies, milestones, and defining moments all brought together in one place, so every person inside is constantly reminded what they're building toward. It's essentially the emotional core of the facility, where identity and ambition meet. Alongside that, the ground level includes fan-facing areas and a public lobby, featuring a hall of excellence that showcases the franchise's journey, which is a big deal because it keeps the facility connected to the community instead of turning it into a closed-off performance bunker. The idea here is simple. This is a landmark, not just a training center, and even the front office and coaching departments are housed inside the same building, meaning operations, strategy, and player development are all under one roof. That kind of setup naturally improves communication, speeds up decisions, and builds alignment across the entire organization. And according to Fever team president Kelly Krauskopf, every detail was intentionally designed around the players and how they train, recover, connect, and live day to day, with the goal of setting a new standard for women's sports moving forward. That phrase, set a new standard for women's sports, is doing a lot of heavy lifting. But when you look at what the Indiana Fever are actually building, it starts to feel more like a direction than a slogan. This isn't just the top facility in the WNBA. It's a full-scale statement about where the league is heading, and Indianapolis is clearly trying to position itself at the center of that shift. Aaliyah Boston also shared that player input shaped the entire project, with emphasis placed on supporting athletes not only in competition, but in their everyday lives as people. And that distinction is important because most facilities focus purely on performance, while this one is built around the complete athlete experience, something that can directly impact culture, retention, and long-term success. What makes the timing even more interesting is how quickly all of this came together. A few years ago, this wasn't a franchise operating with major financial power. Construction on the facility reportedly began around 2024 to 2025, which aligns with a major turning point for the organization. In 2023, the Fever were near the bottom of the league in attendance, averaging just over 4,000 fans per game. But everything shifted after the 2024 WNBA draft, when Indiana selected Iowa superstar Caitlin Clark with the first overall pick. And from that moment, the franchise trajectory changed almost overnight. The shift has been dramatic. The Indiana Fever went from averaging around 4,000 fans per game to more than 17,000, a roughly 325% jump that instantly pushed them to the top of the league in attendance. And that kind of surge doesn't just change the atmosphere inside the arena, it changes everything behind the scenes. More fans means more revenue across the board. Merchandise, sponsorships, broadcast value, premium seating, all of it rises when the building is packed night after night. In that sense, the Fever moved from financial uncertainty to a franchise with the resources and justification to invest $78 million into a state-of-the-art training facility. The equation is simple. Caitlin Clark's arrival didn't just impact basketball, it reshaped the entire business of Indiana. And now that investment shows up physically in the form of that facility. But of course, infrastructure alone doesn't matter if the product on the court doesn't match it. Over the last 2 seasons, Indiana has gone 44-40 combined, making the playoffs in both years. In 2024, they were eliminated in the first round, but in 2025 they took a step forward, reaching the semifinals before falling to the eventual champions, the Las Vegas Aces led by MVP Aya Wilson, in a tough 5-game series. What makes that run even more notable is that Clark missed a significant portion of the 2025 season due to a right groin strain, appearing in only 53 games across the 2 years, yet the team still managed to push deep into the postseason, which speaks to how much the roster around her has developed and how far the franchise has come competitively alongside its off-court transformation.